Palestinians in the West Bank are facing increasing attacks by Israeli settlers and the IDF as the olive picking season approaches its peak. According to the UN, Palestinian farmers across the area are facing heightened risks this year due to access restrictions and widespread settler attacks, severely undermining their livelihoods and exposing them to physical harm. Our correspondent Wira Davis has more from the village of Safa in the West Bank.
Killed while picking olives on her own land. 59-year-old Hanan Abu Salame, a mother of 7 and grandmother of 14, was shot dead, according to all accounts, by an Israeli soldier in the northern part of the West Bank last month. The IDF says it's investigating the incident. Harvesting olives, an age-old ritual but an economic necessity for many Palestinians, is increasingly precarious. The UN says that farmers across the West Bank, internationally regarded as Palestinian land occupied by Israel, face heightened risks, like blocked roads and attacks by Israeli settlers.
Last year, we couldn't even harvest our olives, except for a very small amount. And then the army came and threw the olives on the ground and ordered us to go home. Some people were even shot at, olive trees were cut down with saws. That's how we found them.
Even when Israeli and international activists accompany villagers to their olive groves, hoping to deter the threat, there's no guarantee of safety. Zoraya Abad instinctively winces when she watches a video of a masked man attacking her and breaking her ribs. The Israeli peace activist was helping Palestinian farmers pick their olives when she was assaulted without provocation. Rather than arresting her attacker, Israeli soldiers who'd accompanied the Jewish settlers to the site just told them to move on.
Even when we come, it doesn't guarantee that Palestinians can reach their lands and harvest the olives. It's not like we come and we are some sort of superpower. We try to raise awareness. But in the big picture, it's either the settlers steal the olives or cut the trees, or the olives stay, dry off, and fall down.
The situation now is very dangerous because they have guns, the settlers.
Land is at the heart of the decades-old Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Who controls it and who has access to it? For thousands of Palestinian families and villages, cultivating and harvesting olives is a big part of their income. But in recent times, say many, access to their trees on their land has been impeded, often violently, by Israeli settlers. An illegal Jewish outpost overlooks the olive groves here at Safa. The extremist settler who runs it was sanctioned by the UK and other Western governments for repeated acts of violence against Palestinians, emboldened by support during the last year of war from far-right Israeli ministers like Itamar Ben-Gvir. The nearby olive presses have restarted this season, but income last year was well down. They fear that this season will be even worse. Even fewer farmers able to harvest their crop and witness its transformation into liquid gold. For generations of Palestinians, it is their link to their land, a link that is under threat now more than ever. Wira Davis, BBC News, Safa.